The beginning, silence after the thunder pain. It doesn't fade, even when everything else grows quiet, even when the smoke clears above the shattered homes, even when people learn how to smile again. Pain stays. It breathes through the eyes, through the trembling hands, through memories that no one can erase. But Ukraine is not only pain. It's memory. It's the heartbeat of a land that has survived the impossible. It's the breath of people who cried, prayed, lost, and still rose again. Too. The day everything collapsed there was a day when the ordinary world stopped, when the sound of morning traffic was replaced by sirens, and the word war stopped being history. It became the air people breathed. Many didn't believe they would survive. Many lost their homes, their loved ones, their meaning. But in the very moment when it seemed all was over, a different Ukraine was born, one that does not surrender. 3. The strength that cannot be killed. Strength is not in weapons. Not in loud words, not even in victories. Strength lives in people, in those who stepped out of the basements and raised the flag again. In women who buried their husbands but continued to live for their children. In the old men who shared their last piece of bread, because that's what we've always done when times are hard. The strength does not die. Because it's not from the body, it's from the soul. 4. The truth the news can't show. The news will show you the footage, but not what the heart feels. It won't show the smell of a burned child's room, or the silence after an explosion when a mother calls her child's name, and only the wind answers. The truth of war isn't in headlines. It lives in the eyes of those who survive. In their silence. In their shaking hands that still work. In their hearts that still believe. The memory that refuses to fade. Ukraine does not ask the world to forget. It asks to remember honestly. Without the makeup of politics. Without the mask of convenience, because forgetting is a second death. Memory is not pain. Memory is the root, the thing that holds a nation even when history's storms tear at it. 6. Where they cried, they're building again today. Flowers grow on the sites of destruction, on the walls where there were holes. Windows shine again, children walk to school, and mothers sew new flags from old sheets. Ukraine is learning to live not after war, but despite war. And that is a strength no one can destroy. 7. A nation that became a symbol. This nation no longer searches for heroes. It became one. It proved that strength is not the number of weapons, but the number of hearts that refuse to stop believing. The world looks at Ukraine and sees pain, but those who stand closer see light, the same light that refuses to die, even in the darkest basements. 8. The end, where there is pain, there is life. Pain will not disappear, but it will stop destroying. It will start creating. From pain, a new land will rise, a new faith, a new strength, because Ukraine is not just a country, it's a soul that Servavedto remind the world. Even when everything seems impossible, you can still live, still believe, still love.